School honours. Today's video, I'm going to talk about one of the most important self-discipline sheets. It's a job list. Now, before we get into the full nuts and bolts of the job list and how to implement it, and obviously talk about how it helps in retention, please make sure you subscribe to this video. Okay, I'll subscribe to this channel. About 75-80% of people that watch the videos are not subscribers. So do me a big favour, from one martial artist to another, please just spend a second hitting that subscribe button. It'll do me a big favour. Right, so getting into the main purpose of today's video, we're just going to briefly talk about the importance of this job list. Okay, now as you can see, it is nothing spectacular. It's a single A4 sheet of paper, and obviously there's 1 week there and another week there. All right, now as I've talked to many of my mentees before, and again, especially if you're a subscriber and you've heard me say this before, your job is always, well, two things. You must always be looking to attract and enroll a student, ideally a family of students, and number two, keep hold of them forever. Now, in order to keep hold of them forever, you need to continually improve the value of your program, or perceived value of your program. So again, if you're just teaching kicks and punches, which is what I did from 2004 till about 2007, 8-ish, 9-ish, it's only going to be worth so much, regardless of your grade, regardless of how many, regional or national titles you've got. You need to continually think to yourself, how are my parents looking at this program, and is it fantastic value for money to them? And also, is it taking me out of the just another seasonal recreational sport mindset? So those are things that I often talk to my mentees as well. If you haven't downloaded this yet, obviously it's available on the website in the locked off section. And if you're one of the brand new people watching this video, obviously this channel is about helping martial arts school owners improve their school and their program and keep hold of students for longer. Because as we know now, obviously you're going to be a very high grade watching this. You know about the endless transferable benefits that training to black belt and beyond has. Now, before we get into it though, make sure you have invested in a copy of my book, available on Amazon, How to Build a Highly Profitable Martial Arts School by me, Dervish. So again, invest in a copy in that. If you're not one of my mentees and you're just sitting on the fence at the moment, I would invest in a copy of this. It's not generic advice. It's specific to martial arts school owners. And again, I built on my plus 20 years of running a successful, key thing, profitable martial arts school. And like I said, there's lots of information available in that. Now, so this job list it's a bit greasy now. This job list is given to students on the trial enrollment program, okay? And it's just another step in the process of getting parents, or whoever the parent support network is, to understand the true value of your school. The true value of your school isn't just to teach self-defense and isn't just to improve physical health, okay? The true value of your program and the true value of your teaching is about improving the individual's character, everything that we talk about in the Black Belt Creed, really: modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit, self-esteem, the ability to not give in to negative peer pressure, the ability to set, work towards and achieve goals, the ability to fall down and get back up again. Those type of lessons that should and will help them in all areas of their life. So the job list then, so as you can see, just separated in separate sections there. Just clean your room, self-care, school and family. And then running along this side here, obviously you've got the days like Monday through to Sunday. All you're expecting your students to do is put a tick each time they've achieved whatever it is on an item. So for instance, the top room there, make my bed. Hopefully there's going to be ticks there every single day if they're a star student, but hopefully majority of the days will have ticks next to them. Self-care, brush my teeth. Hopefully there's going to be ticks on every single day there. And a really important section is a school section down there, and it refers to things like, have they completed the homework, did they take pride in the lessons, and so on. This sheet, and again, I know I'm banging on about it, is more than just a single sheet that you printed off on your printer. It provides or raises the value of your program. Again, you just ask yourself this: will they be receiving such self-discipline sheets at football, rugby, tennis, squash club, anything like that? I very, very much doubt it. Your program is not just another seasonal recreational sport. It is a character development program. You're using your martial art, in my case karate, as a vehicle to improve every student's character. Okay, so again, the job list, it's just a simple sheet that they will hand back in after a week of originally being collecting the sheet, from hopefully your self-discipline stand. And then at the start of their lesson a week later, hopefully they'll be handing it into some of your CIT instructors, some of your training instructors, and then throughout the lesson, the CIT instructors will be talking to them about this job list to see how they've got on, to check that they're going to keep it, keep up these good habits, because that's what's being a black belt is all about, and so on. And then at the end of the lesson, in front of everybody, they'll be awarded a character tab, which is just something that you're going to put around their belt, and it shows the parents that they're achieving something, but especially for the students, it's something tangible that they can see they're taking a step further towards. But it's also for the instructors as well to see who's the most engaged amongst the program, because those are the best ones really that are likely to renew to becoming black belts on your black belt training programs. Hopefully you've got 2 black belt training programs. So again, not really a big elaborate detailed video today, but it's always my job really to make my mentees and anybody brand new watching this understand that the main aim is 2 main roles you've got. Make sure you attract and enroll a student or a family of students. Keep hold of them forever. In order to keep hold of them forever, one of the pieces in that puzzle is continually improving the value of your program. Job list is one, health eating is another, homework is another, reading clubs another. There's so many other different ones. When they commit to black belt, you might have an emotional regulation one, a money management one. There's lots of these self-discipline sheets that you can introduce, and it all helps to separate yourself from other so-called, competitors. Especially when they might say, well, there's a karate place down the road and they're only charging half of what you charge. When people used to say that to me, I'd always go, right, well, if they're charging that much, we need to increase our prices then, because we generally believe that our program is at least twice as good as their program. So thanks a lot for letting me know. So again, always have faith in your value and what you're worth and what you bring into the table. You're not just teaching kicks and punches. You're not just, again, for karate students, for karate instructors, you're not just teaching Maegeri or the best Gyakuzuki or, Mawashi Geri. That should all come part and parcel of it. You're developing the student's character, and you're providing a decent, a fantastic community environment where everybody is helping each other get better, not just technically, but better as an individual, better as a leader, having a better character. Like I said right at the start, you need to make sure you subscribe to this channel, okay? And invest in a copy of that book. I think it's 13, maybe £14 off Amazon. So there's lots of tips, strategies, tools in there, a couple of resources at the back as well for you to start improving your school. But again, if you're serious about growth, watching these videos will help. Of course it will. But don't do what I did and sit on the fence for years. You're leaving thousands of pounds on the table every month, and every year tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of pounds on the table. So again, if you're serious about growth, be one of the people that take action and get in touch, okay? Apply for mentorship. All the best, everybody. Make sure you subscribe. Good luck.